Welcome to another very unstructured and strange video. This is basically 80% speed build with me rambling, so look forward to that. And then like a little bit of me being very frustrated with the fact that it didn't really record some of what you'll see. Let's just get right into it. Okay. So I've just realized that I haven't recorded any of what I've just done. Hold on, I gotta check. Okay, because I'm getting really paranoid now. I am indeed recording this time. Honestly, I think it's just as well, because I haven't done a whole lot. Everything is still as it was, pretty much. The only new stuff is over here. I've put in a couple of grizzlies. Really, I haven't done much with them. She is preggers. That happened almost immediately. Okay, so I'll just really quickly go through it. So obviously I've changed this area. I might do something about that. I'm not sure though. So I've built this little hut. It's meant to look very bare and very utilitarian because it is sort of a behind the scenes building. No one's really going to see this, so I didn't want to make it like very pretty. But yeah, it's just got a little, a transformer. It's got a staff room and it's got a little keeper hut. So there's a keeper dedicated to this place. And I did the bears. So how the habitat works, now I've changed it, which I think makes a lot of sense, so that you enter the bison habitat from back here as well as the bear habitat. So it's completely not visible where you enter. Now I've built them a little cave over here, which looks, oh crap, that actually still looks really, really bad. I was so proud of this though. Hold on. I might just, maybe like that. Push it. Yeah, nice. Okay, I think that's better. Got them a little cave, some bedding. Looks like they can certainly get in there. Someone's pooped in there. So all of this back part is very forested. It's very private for them. And then when you get towards the front, it's a lot more open so that the guests can actually see them. I've put down tons of things for them to do. Of course, there's a ball here, which is over there right now. Actually, you know what? I might just sink that in a little bit, just so it's not visible, the medallion thing. And these two are both blocks of frozen fruit. There you go. And I've sort of encased the little food tray, and I've put the water over here. So they do have everything that they need, and they are indeed very happy bears. So really what I've come to is this right here. I realize this does not look super duper great. However, I have a plan, I think. Okay, so we are doing a house. We're doing a house. I'm doing a house. I'm building a house. It's not a house though, is it? It's just like a building. It's to go around this little pavilion. At first I thought I'm making it open, which may have been the way to go, but you know what? I wanted to try my hand at just doing whatever. I just sort of sat down and started putting some pieces together, and this is what ended up coming out of that. As a result of that, sure. Anyway, it's going to be in the same kind of style as all the other buildings. I do put a glass roof on it, as you will see. But basically, this is me fiddling around, and I did a lot of fiddling around to make everything work. I don't realize it at this point, but all of the wall pieces I'm placing are on the outside of the grid, not on the inside, so everything is going to not match up. I do fix it, but it takes a while for me to realize, so if anyone who might be watching this caught on to that, well, nicely spotted, because I certainly didn't. Also, I realize the little medallions that I tried putting into the grass are not, in fact, hidden in the grass. I didn't do that. And I didn't notice while I was doing it And it's funny how watching things like that back makes you feel very incompetent. It's really eye-opening. Oh yes, the pathing. This was probably the biggest pain in my butt. Of all of this build, definitely the pathing. The pathing is just so unruly in this game. I swear, it's like trying to make something just fit, and it keeps finding you. Like it should fit. The piece should fit where you want it to go. But it changes for some reason and it doesn't fit. I realize that was a very poor explanation. Very, very poor explanation, but that's how it feels, I swear. It's such a pain. Oh, and also I built the entire roof without realizing really that, I would have to build or go about the inside part also. But I do think it was for the best, because doing the roofing made me realize that I had done the thing with the wall. And it looks weird. Oh my gosh, this is a weird building. I stand by it though. I think it's fun. And it is a giant box on the outside. It is simply a giant box. And yes, that is kind of boring. But I'm thinking of, we'll put foliage and things around it. And I really don't think it's going to be that noticeable that it is just a giant box. So, because what I was thinking is on the other side of the box, I realize, okay, so it is going to the pathing inside of it is going to end up being pretty much exactly like it is now. Although I do believe I redo it to make it less crooked. But that also means that there's a distance from, excuse me. There is a distance from the opposite wall to where you look into the bear habitat. And the path. Okay, that was a horrible explanation, but you will see I put in a garden bed. So you can't really expect the guests to look out that window and into a different habitat. Or at least, I don't know, maybe they would. But the way I see it is that I can maybe change that if I have to. Because I was actually thinking that maybe leaning against this building could be a habitat for the Japanese, oh gosh, I have to say that, macaque, I don't know how to pronounce that whatsoever. It's the white monkeys that like cold, which I figured would be perfect in Canada, and they're really cute. And I actually believe, although I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly, that guests can indeed walk through their exhibit, so we can make it a little walkthrough. I don't know 100% how that's going to be done just yet. That'll probably be left for the next part. Oh gosh, I hope I am actually going to be doing that. Otherwise, I've just been sitting here talking about it and it's not going to come to fruition. No, but you know what? No, now I've said it. It's on record. I'm going to do that. Japanese macaque is the next animal. Cool. Yeah, because this part is not going to be doing any new animals, and I don't know if that's a little bit boring, but if I just do animals all the time, it's going to look like a really bland zoo. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning so much. I'm so sorry. But in all seriousness, I do enjoy building more and more in this game. The wild creativity and how you can just make everything do pretty much what you want. One very clear exception on screen being the pathing. I don't know why there's such a weird long pause here. Okay. Arguably I should have cut that out. The pathing is just always a pain. Yeah, so I'm just lifting it up using, I think, Control and Shift at the same time, maybe? I don't quite remember. I used to remember there were shortcuts on the keyboard for raising and lowering the path, but I can't use those anymore, or I've forgotten how to do it, but I checked all of the letters or whatever, and and it didn't work. The ones, I swear the ones I used to use for raising and lowering the path as well as widening and narrowing the path don't work anymore. Widening and narrowing has moved. I believe it is the plus and the, I don't even know what you would call that key. The one next to the delete? No. You know, after the numbers at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, the two after that, those are the ones that I use for narrowing or widening the path. But the ones for raising and lowering it, I can't find. And I don't understand, and I'm very upset about it because those were very practical to help manage the already quite difficult pathing system, right? But I guess that's just how it is. I was trying to be interesting, by the way, with this whole entrance. Did I really leave it open like that? Should I put a door in there? Did I put a door in there? I honestly don't remember. I guess I will find out, along with anyone watching. That's fun. All right. What? Okay, yeah, basically. This whole part is me building, and I'm sorry. This is a very long voiceover as well. I'm not very good at voiceovers. At least I haven't had a lot of practice at them, obviously. And it's a lot of just talking. I used to think I was good at that. It's hard, man. Oh, this part. Yeah, I struggle with this part a lot. I don't understand why I was not allowed to connect a 6-meter wide piece of path to the side of that platform, which would be 8 meters wide. In my opinion, that is bullshit. That is what I would call bullshit. So, what I end up doing is making it even bigger. Why are we pausing here? Okay. Well, that was kind of weird. Anyway, I end up making it wider. But I still don't understand. And if I could just make those things work, the keys, I could make it go, I could use the grid and make it go down in a nice orderly fashion, instead of that weird thing it wants to do on the corner, which I was not having. And see, look at that. That is within the 8-meter. This frustrated me so much. I mean, it's all good. I ended up putting a bunch of benches and trash cans up there, so I guess great. But it was still kind of annoying. Yes, it was. It's not great either, is it? The whole pathing thing outside. Oh well, we are inside now. We are making the bed in the middle. And yeah, this was really my plan. Make put in some dirt, make some garden beds. It'd be all good. And cover everything up so basically you couldn't see the grass underneath. Which I think is a very good plan, because that makes sense. And this was what I meant earlier. This is the bed that they would be looking across to look into the Japanese macaques. And I'm not sure that that's a good idea. I don't know. Maybe I should delete that and try and get the pathing closer to it. I really had a hard time deciding what to do with that. But I guess we shall see what ends up happening. Oh my gosh, I hate when I do that. I take the filters and I put in the parts that I want, and then I don't close the filtering for when I actually place down things. It bothers me so much every time I edit a video and I do that, and I still do it. It bothers me so bad. Anyway, yeah, I pull out a bunch of plants that I think maybe I'm gonna use, and I finally get to use some of these bear statues. Again, perfect, obviously. There are bears here. They fit right in. It's a good time. And they're really cute. And I know it's weird maybe that I coupled up the iron one with the wood ones, but I don't know. I really like the wood ones to blend in with the garden bed, but then the iron one was kind of like announcing that here are bears, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing to signal, if there's, if there are also going to be be the monkeys, but here we are. So we're just gonna leave it, I think. Yes, probably for the best. Yeah. You know, it's funny, when I was doing all of this, I was listening to the audiobook of Harry Potter. I think, the fifth one. I think it was the fifth one. It's the fifth one. I'm still listening to it. And I don't know, there's something about the fifth book. It always gets me in kind of a weird mood. I mean, no spoiler alert or anything, but I feel like, for obvious reasons, as it turns out, but Harry's just in such a bad mood through the entire book. And it's so annoying, and he acts like such a brat. I have a hard time not getting so annoyed with him all of the time. Plus, we have Dolores Umbridge, arguably the most hated character in the entire franchise. Am I the only one who thinks that? I don't know, but I definitely think I'm right, though. So there's that, because she's awful. She's just awful. She's so hateable. Oh my goodness. Awful, awful person. But yeah, I'm remembering a couple of the scenes I listened to while actually building this. That's kind of funny. I don't know, it's almost like, you know how you have a perfume and you haven't used it in a while, and then you get a whiff of it and it just takes you to a certain place and a certain time and something you did while wearing that perfume. Man, stuff like that's fun. But that's what just kind of happened. I'm using different benches and trash cans in the building. Not for any real particular reason. I did use the metal trash cans to break up all of the earthy, woody, planty naturalness of it. That's also the reason why I use the Iron Bear, to be perfectly honest. And as well, those, I think they're technically storefronts, but the ones I put the screens inside of, I just thought they fit, you know, kind of well as a framing for them. And yeah, everything was looking very woodsy, and I love that look, don't get me wrong, but it needed to be broken up a little bit. And this is the part where I basically allow wisteria to take over my entire world, as I put wisteria all around the entire freaking building. Is it too much? Some would say yes, but I would disagree with those people, and they are wrong, because wisteria is beautiful and I want it growing on my face. Okay. Okay. Well, anyways, I put a lot of wisteria down, is my point. And maybe it's too much, but I like it. It's a fun plant. Yeah, we're doing that. Alrighty then. And pretty soon you'll be seeing me going to the outside portion and basically covering up the entire outside with ivy because, oh yeah, and I felt the need to put in an ATM. Realized that it had no power in that corner and then moved it. I figured we're not putting in a transformer or anything, just for that corner. And I put down these little things to make it less floaty because that bothered me. I may end up, deleting them and doing something different. Probably not though, so I'm glad I did put them in. It just bothered me. I don't like when things are just floaty. It appears weird. Anywho, I think we're about at the part where I start covering everything in wisteria. Did I cut that out? No, surely not. Put the roof back on. And ivy. My bad. Ivy, here we go. Yes, because obviously all of the freaking wisteria is poking out of the building and it looks kind of dumb. And I wasn't about to put it on the outside because I didn't know if it would grow there or what, and I like it to be somewhat accurate. I figured I could get away with putting whatever plants inside, but I like the idea that it's sort of reasonable that it would grow there, so I just put the ivy on the outside. Although, to be perfectly honest, I don't even know if that's appropriate. Maybe I should have just put the wisteria. No, but that would have been a lot, though, on the outside of the building, wouldn't it? I'm happy with my decision, and it fits in with all the other buildings that are also pretty much completely covered in green stuff. It's what you got here for, alright? So I am pretty much done with this building, and we are going to skip right over to the toilet block. Here we go. It is so glamorous. We are building a loo. Yeah, so I put in 2, and honestly the orientation of them ends up not making any sense with what I do, but I make it look okay, I think. It makes no sense. Oh my gosh, you're gonna see how it doesn't really make any sense. Maybe I didn't think it through. Maybe I did. Probably just no. Here we are though. So it happened this way. And I had fun, which is what really matters, I guess. I never really realized you could change the colors of these, which I guess I should have, but I just feel like there's so many things you cannot change the color of that I didn't even think that you could change the color of them. And it's so nice that you can, because it looks way, way better than those blue tiles. I mean, the blue tiles are nice or whatever, but they do not fit in at all with the build. So this is just a lot nicer. I thought I would just go for something fairly utilitarian, but that still fit the theme. Kind of like I did with the, oh, I forgot about those. The collection thingies. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll have to go in and add those, won't I? Maybe I'll do that just at the end of all this. Yeah, probably. To wrap it up. I hope I didn't forget anything else. This took me a while as well. I was like, I have to do something with this weird little corner I've created. And I end up doing something I think is personally kind of, honestly, it's kind of dumb. I put another bear down, okay? It's another bear. I like the bear statues. I think they're great. And the rocks, oh gosh. Okay, well, you'll see. It's just wonderful. I don't know. I thought I was being creative, and looking back now, I'm just not so sure. I just like the idea of the little bear standing on that podium kind of a thing. And then putting in a rock. Yes. The as we all know, of course, rocks are the epitome of artistic randomness. Just put down a rock and that'll look cool. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing there, but I leave it for some reason, and that is as it is now. And I'm gonna have to stand by what I did. It's fun. It's kind of random though, and it makes no sense, as you will see right about now. Because after deciding that putting beds down around it is not a good idea, in fact, I move it right over here. And I wanted the bear to kind of face towards the path of oncoming people, which, you know, would make a lot of sense. It'd be like a signpost saying, here are the bears. But no, because the only real way I felt like it fit would be to do it like that. And honestly, the bear just points kind of towards the elevated path. So really only the people who are decided on going up there. I don't know. It kind of doesn't make sense. But it's a good time. It's like you go around the corner, you expect, oh, it's just a regular toilet block. But what do you know? There's a bear in there. And rocks. Not to forget. And apparently a bunch of flowers around it. I don't know why I went so nuts with like monoculture flower beds. That may have been a mistake. I don't know, but I sure did. And it looks like that. Oh wow, this is kind of a mess. This part is kind of a mess, isn't it? But there you have it. It's a toilet block, and it's a viewing house box thing. How lovely is that? But I do really want to go in and correct the fact that we have no collection or donation boxes in that viewing area. That's really very necessary because, well, we like money here. Okay, we're back in the park. Back in the park? What? No, I'm just back in this mode or whatever you want to call it. After just having done that voiceover. Oh, I did! Am I just a giant dummy? I don't remember that at all. And little speakers that make no sense there, but okay. Alright. Well, I guess we did do it. Oh, let's actually just have a look. Ooh, these are tall. I thought I had measured that better. Can kids even see that? Oh well. I mean, looks like they can see them. Let's just, hold on. What do you guys think? Oh. Whoops. Well, where are they? They're not here right now, so obviously that would be, you know. Let's color keep it for that. Of course they can't see them. Where are they? Let's just have a look here. I think they would be in their little, cave here towards the back probably. Well, there's one bear and there's another one in there. Okay, I'm quite satisfied with that. You know, you can't always get what you want, and I feel like this is better for the animals. And also this, yeah. Man, that bothered me. Okay, so apparently, how about if I press enter? Nope. All right, I have to press that. No. What? Oh, what? Does it just not work with the frozen thing? It works with the ball though, so I'm good, I guess. Very well. All right, well, I guess that was really what I wanted to do. Let's just quickly check and see if there's anything we need to get done. So we need to call a mechanic. How many mechanics do we actually have in the zoo? Staff? Caretakers? We have one mechanic. So what I do want to do is just go through and have everybody grow up. That's not what we call it. We're just gonna train everybody up, including all of these guys and you guys, because we want them to be doing a good job. And we're gonna hire a second mechanic. I don't think we're gonna need to build a new hut for them. I think that'll be fine the way it is, but yeah, I really do think it's quite necessary. So, bison and bear and tortoise, that's pretty much all we got. I think that's great. Someone's about to mature. You're a girl, that'll be fine. Very good. No, oh, right. Okay. I didn't think about that at all. Okay, that shouldn't be a big deal though, because I do have the wind turbine now. Habitat cleanliness, oh no. Keeper. Everybody, come help. All right. Yeah, okay, so hold on. Do I have the research? No, we're doing barriers now. All right. Okay, well, a wind turbine it has to be then, because that is not going to bother the guests. It's going to show that we care about the world. Let's just, I mean, we'll still put it semi out of sight, but we can make a little bit of an attraction out of it, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look awful, does it? Like that, maybe? You can sort of just glimpse it through the trees. I kind of, that makes no sense though, does it? It's a wind turbine and it's just basically completely covered. But you know what? If it works, it works. So I'm pleased. Let's just see, how much does that cover? Wow, okay. Actually, a really good amount of space. We might move it down somewhere here instead. But for now, I do think that that is just fine. I'll just be moving this tree probably, because I'll need to put that. Okay, why is it so long? All right. I guess like that maybe. Dude, why are you not staff? There you go. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And then we'll just move this one. There we go. Okay, it's not great, is it? But it's as it is, all right? It is as it is. Well, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll want to keep watching this. I mean, how could you not?